Hey, in this video, we're going to talk about how does a website work. This channel is the Wannabe Digital Marketer. And what that means is that we're all wannabes, and hey, in marketing, it's always changing. There's room to grow. So let's do that together. Before I get into it, drop a comment below. Let me know why you want to build a website. I'm really curious. Oh, don't forget to like the video. It'll really help me. So why do I like building websites? Man, I just get such a rush from actually being able to code something out and then getting a result on a page. There's nothing like starting from scratch and making something from nothing, or even having a problem in building a website and then being able to fix it. Thinking through the logic and thinking through the code, it just gets my dopamine going. Well, how does a website actually work? Really, you just wave a wand just like this at a computer and voila. Just kidding, but it's pretty amazing if you think about it. So basically how it works is when you take a website, it's actually just a collection of files. And all of those different files are talking to each other. When you click on something, when you click on a link, it's saying talk to a different file, sends it to a different file. If a website has a blue background, it's getting that blue background from another file. File to file to file to file. Easy. Well, you know, I'll try to explain it my best here. No, but really, basically, when you go to a website, you're going to go open your browser, you're going to type in a website name. That's called a domain name. So let's use Google, for example. Okay, so you go into your internet browser, might be Google Chrome, and you type in www.google.com. That's the domain address. That's saying, I want to look at Google's server, I want to see their website. So then it goes and retrieves their website, their files, and shows you an output on your browser. But basically what it's doing is it's grabbing a file, one main file in Google, and then it's going to show you all of the results. But what it's actually doing is it's just going to go to Google servers and grab that main website file, and then it's going to display to you the code in your browser. But you don't see the code. Here's a little trick. If you go to any website, right click on your mouse and go to view page source, you can see the code behind the website. If you're curious how that website works, right click view page source, you'll be able to see it. Here's an extra little tip. It's really fun. You can actually right click and go to inspect on any website, and you can edit the code right in there. You can change background colors, you can edit it to say your name. I like to sometimes edit the code on my bank statement, on my bank websites, and I'll add an extra couple zeros in there. Of course, it doesn't save or nothing, but once you hit refresh, it'll be gone. But it's just fun to do. Now, all of those files are stored on a host. Every website has a host, which means it's a server somewhere that's storing those files. So what you're doing is you're going to www.google.com, it's going to that host, and then you're seeing the output of the files. Okay? Now, each file, like I was saying earlier, they're talking to each other. So if you're thinking like, let's think of in terms of a navigation on top of a website. There's a home, about us, contact us. Let's keep it simple. If you go to click on about us, it's going to leave that home page and go to the about page. Now you're in a different file. However, these files might have the same components that they're calling from. So most websites have a header and a footer. They're the same across every single page, so that those are only be one file. Each header and a footer will have its own file, and every page will call the header and the footer at the top and the bottom of the file. Simple. Now, just the code isn't enough to be a nice website. You need to have it styled. You need to have it have function. So when you click something like a drop down, you want it to drop down. When you want to hide something, you click it, you can hide it. You want to select a checkbox, you can select the checkbox. So what that is actually style and JavaScript. So those are files that are stored on your server along with your website. And then you can say, okay, if you're going to show this page, show this style along with it. Give it this background, give the link this color, give the text this size of font. So that's all coming from a style file, and then you're going to have all the functions, the fun, fancy things that happen on the website. That usually comes from a JavaScript file. So those are, now you have one web page that's talking to over 4 different files at this point. You have a header, a footer, a style file, and a JavaScript file. Now what you're seeing on the page is just all of those files talking to each other. And basically, that's how a website works. If you thought this video was helpful, please subscribe below. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos about web development to get a little bit more into what we just talked about, but also I'm going to be talking about SEO, paid ads, social media, so stay tuned. And if you really want to get into it, please join our Facebook group, The Wannabe Digital Marketer. It's filled with professionals and experts, and if you have any questions, you can jump in there. It's a private Facebook group. You're gonna have to answer a few questions and then we'll let you in, but we wanna be able to make sure that all of the people in that community are there for a good reason and that they can provide value. So please click the link below in the description. It's gonna be the very first link at the top of the video, top of the description, and click to sign up. Thanks for watching. See you next video.